The primary wisdom of God to ensure that you live in abundance is to ensure you always live below your income. Always live below your income. This number one is the most important of all. Yes, you have a God that can supply all your needs. You have a God that is powerful and great. But if you are always living above your means, above your income, you always be in lack, you always be in want. Remember, I told you that the goal of abundance is to be able to be a blessing to others. So when you have this mindset, if your salary is 10,000 naira, for example, you will not plan to spend 10,000 naira. You will condition your life in such a way that if somebody still comes to me in need of 500 naira, I will be able to give. Structure your life in such a way that if somebody is in need of 1,000, 2,000, from that 10,000, you should be able to give. You can only live like that if you are living below your income. It's a mindset. So it means I am not trying to buy things and acquire things beyond my income. Yes, God can do miracles. Oh, I can tell you, God can do miracles. You can receive miracle money. You can receive miraculous blessings. But you see, you can't be living on miracle on a daily basis. If you don't follow the proper principles, even if miracle brings you millions, your lack of principles will take all the millions away in a few months. You plan very well to ensure that you don't spend all that you earn. Many people will spend all that they earn, and before the end of the month, they are already borrowing. Yet, they know how to collect a wristwatch of 70,000 naira on credit and be paying small from their salary. They know how to do that. They know how to buy a Ashwebi or buy a clothes just for the sake of a party on credit and be paying small from their salary. They can do that. They know how to go and buy a car on credit. And now, to fuel the car now is even a problem. It's a problem. To repair the car now is a problem. Always paying below your income. Know what you can afford, know what you cannot afford. Know the level where you are and spend at that level. Just because you have enough money to afford it or to buy it does not mean that you must buy it. Always live in such a way that you have abundance left, but so that you can be a blessing to others. That's how to live. Just because your salary was increased by a little like this, you change your standard of living. Yeah, this TV, 40 inches, too small. Let me buy 72 inches. Always ensuring you are living at the edge of your income. And some are so poor that they won't even live at the edge. They will even live above their income. You will never walk in abundance that way. Somebody who is earning lower will be richer than you. There are parents today that school fees will not let them rest. School fees of their children. Because there is a standard they have set for themselves. Somebody like me, my child should be able to be in this kind of school. And then every time they are paying through their nose. To pay school fees. Why? They are not living within their income. Now, it's good to desire good thing for your children. It's a wonderful thing to desire, a good school, the best school for your children. But if you have to do it at the cost of your peace, at the cost of abundance, let me tell you, that's not God's best for you. In God's best, God expects you to be able to spend and still have some left every time. You finish paying school fees now, there's no food in the house for you and your wife to eat. Even the children, no food for them, and you pay school fees. Understand that is not the right school for your children. I tell you, if you put them in another school, they will still become all that God intended for them. So when my entire world was somewhere 100,000, I was still living below my income. I will always have excess on ground, I'm telling you. Because I don't mind high things. I don't try to use a wristwatch of 50K. I'm not trying to buy a shoe of 75,000. Maybe one day in future, I will get to that level. But as it is at the moment, I'm not yet there. So if it is to buy a jeans of 1.5 and still be able to keep on using clothes for a while, I'll do it. Rather than buy a jeans of 10,000 naira because I want to use quality. And then I have to pay through my nose. And now there is no money to do other things. Now I am pushed to begging and borrowing. It's not wise. Nothing is wrong with buying quality things. It's good. Buy quality that will last. But sometimes you just need to service yourself for the moment. If you're able to buy a bag of rice, for example, you will save than buying small quantity, right? Yes. But your salary is 30,000 naira. And you are buying a bag of rice. After you save 2 months salary to buy a bag of rice now, you are now begging to transport yourself to your place of work. It's not just wise. Hallelujah. Buy the little you can buy now and keep on moving. So that you will have enough to save and enough to be a blessing to others. So the goal is not only to spend, you must have abundance enough to save, abundance enough to be a blessing. Abundance enough for emergencies in case they come. People will have house rent to pay in the next 12 months. And they will make plans today. And when the rent is a month away, they will start begging people from pillar to post. Hallelujah. When they could have cut down their expenses. I have told you that under God, you are not permitted to lack. So even if your salary is 10K or 20K or something very ridiculous, but if you plug in into God God's resource, God will still ensure He meets your needs, and you will still have more than enough. I can tell you that.